leave the start line in pole position on the Paul Ricard circuit. It's a long drag to the first left and right fast chicane, one of the fastest chicanes in motor racing. You approach at a very high speed in a Formula 1 car. We're going through it now in third gear after the start. It's a left-hander followed by a right-hander. You've got to get them both very clean because you're going extremely quickly on the exit as you approach another chicane, a much slower chicane. A right-hander, first of all, very tight. You've got to get it right. If you get too much slide on the right-hander, you're badly placed for the second one. You feed the power on as you come out of there, braking hard for the far end of the circuit. You've got to go through here in second gear. You change into third gear, just in the middle of that corner there, to try and get the revs right, because you're going onto the main straight now after this left-hander that has a dip in the centre of it. You come out, use the curb a little bit, and now go down the main straight. You've got to be very clean on these last two corners, because if you get them wrong, you're going to be revs down on the main straight. Take top gear on the main straight. Now here you have a situation where the driver's got now quite a long time to rest. This is where he would take deep breathing exercises perhaps to control his pulse rate just a little bit. He would relax his hands, move his wrists a little bit, just generally relax before he got to the end of this straight where he would be going extremely quick in a Formula 1 car. He would brake, go into fourth gear in a Formula 1 car, go into this fast right-hand bend. You've got to be careful of the exit. You use the curb a little bit on the exit, and then you brake hard for a wrong right-hander. One of the most difficult corners here at Ricard for me, the corner that I've spun out on. You slide out there and you go into a series of corners here that you've got to be right on. It's better to go a little slowly into the first one, get the second one set up and be ready for the third one. Get the power on as you go through that corner, accelerate along, changing up as you head for another difficult corner. The car always seems to understeer on this one, but you've got to come through it. Bit of oversteer. Coming to the tight hairpin. Now you accelerate up to the start finishing line. You've got to come out of that one cleanly as well, because if you don't, someone can slipstream you or draft you as you get up to the next corner.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the 1975 season. Now, this next track is, again, we're still in Europe, and in fact we're going to be in Europe now until the last race of the season isn't in Europe. Now, some of you would be able to recognise this track from modern day, and in fact it is the modern day version of this track. That is because the layout for this track is the same as it was back in the 70s, -1 chicane, which you'll notice. And I couldn't find a 70s version, so yeah, I'm making do with this version of the track. And that is the modern day version of everybody's favourite current F1 track, Paul Ricard. Yay, what a fun track. But we're going to see how the F1 cars of the 70s deal with Paul Ricard. Now, the one chicane that's been taken out, as you'll be able to see, is in fact the one down here. So I've given this car a really, really long fifth gear. Normally I'd have to brake and we'd go that way. Yeah, these cars will have to brake, won't they? So it's going to be weird, yeah, trying to figure out how these cars handle. Well, it's a modern circuit, but it's a modern circuit, but this is the exact layout that they used. In the 80s they used a shorter version, but in the 70s they used this full layout, so interesting to see it. I feel like I won't even need to give you a tour of the track because you guys are going to know it, which is sort of beneficial for me as well, sort of coming to this track. I know it, I know how the track goes, so I'm just trying to get used to this version of the track and these cars on this track. So I'll make it quick as well, and I'll come in, just skip turn 1, I'll come in if anything interesting happens or when we finally get to qualifying. Okay. I was about to start, but thankfully Emerson just destroyed that for us. So I did practice, I went all the way through practice, was 18th, was slowest. I didn't see by how much, but I was doing like 2 minutes 6 lap times. I've now, at the end of practice, I had a fiddle with the setup, and I've tried doing that just now. As well, I've lowered the drag, I've changed the camber and toe of the wheels. Yeah, see if this, see how this works. Because it's sort of the setup you don't want, which is it's really high speed but also really slow corners. Like this corner and the last corner are first gear. No other corner on the calendar with first gear apart from Monaco hairpin. And amazingly, I did a little run and I realised that I was actually losing time down the straights. I wasn't going as fast as I could down the straights. This is alright though, because this means I can be hit up the side by a Brabham. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate it. No, I do need to see where I need to go. Let this one go. That one's VRMs, I think. Let it go and I'll try and follow. But sadly, again, like Andersop, like Sweden, this is going to be a case of I'm going to be slow on pace. So try and keep it in third, around there. Get it into second for the chicane. I'm going to throw it into first. Get it into second. Be careful not to spin the wheels up too much here because you can just spin it. That nicely doesn't count as a overrun. It's not like turn 4 in Bahrain, I'm not going to be penalised for that. So we're getting to top gear. Got a lot more speed than I did last lap. So this is more right based. Get there, turn in early. Try and carry it through in 4th gear. Brake again and get it in 3rd. If you can, run it wide, and then if you can hit the apex here. I was going to say you can just keep running, but you do need to lift off a bit. This one is second gear. Later apex, I should aim for the later apex. So I know my lines are all wrong as well, and I don't know how to improve the lines around here because I just hate the track. It's not a nice track. And then final corner is first gear. So I think I need to just keep going and try and... I'm 17th, although someone might still not have got a lap time in. I'm doing the same sort of lap times. Right, that was quicker, but I'm still like second to last, so I'm doing it best I can. This will be my last lap. So thankfully the curbs don't kill me on this track, so I can use them. Yeah, I can actually use the curbs on this track because, well, they're designed for modern Formula 1 cars, so they're pretty much flat. Not like the stuff at other places where they were like a brick on the side of the track. Little Lombardi caught up with me down the straight. There's something, I'm still slow down the straight or something. Wow, I'm slow pretty much everywhere. Even little Lombardi's flashing me. Overtime. Up to the line, so I improve on 204, 204.1, so that's where I'm at. Okay, so we finished ahead of Ronnie Peterson, who's in the Lotus there. No idea why he was slower, if he even set a lap. So, Bambrini in the March, set pole position with Clay Regs only behind. Watson, Price, Lauda, Evans, Lafitte, Lombardi, Hunt, Reutemann, X, Mass, Fittipaldi, Pache, Delaper, Shakhtar, me, Peterson. This is a 14-lap race. I am really slow around here. Let's see what happens. Will everyone get away from the grid? Yep, looks like everyone got away. Bit of congestion, I'm going to take advantage of this. Oh, just tap the back of the Brabham. That's fine. See if I can get up there past the Brabham. I can't. My acceleration's quite slow, I'm not sure why. Let's dive on the inside of here. Trying to squeeze in here, there's nowhere to go. I don't know why I'm looking there. Inside Jackie X. There we go, we made up places, we're 12th after starting 17th. That's really good. I don't know why I do lose a ton of pace down the straight. should have extended the gears maybe, but I don't know why I lose so much time down the straight. Even for the race just now, since qualifying, I lowered the aero, so I don't know what I can do to increase speed. Oh, James Hunt locked up! James, come on! Don't try and take advantage where everyone's congested and struggling to get past one another. I'm down the inside of Hunt, forcing to take a smaller exit. I'm going to duck him behind to try and get the aero. My acceleration's just so bad, I don't know why. Right, I don't think I'm going to be able to make up places anymore. It's simply a case of just trying to hang on, particularly through the corners. Says that. Oh no, no, come on, I revved it up. And I'm lost, and I'll stay here. I don't know if that was me being over enthusiastic with the throttle or if I got spun around, I don't know. I think it was the first one. Yeah, I did everything to try and get the car fast in a straight line, but it just doesn't seem to have the speed. I'm catching the Tyrrell, so maybe I can have a fight with Jody Scheckter. But I'll have to see if I can keep up with him. Hopefully I can. Okay. I don't know why I was even trying to stop accelerating. I even stopped accelerating and was turning the other way, but it just kept spinning me around. So I've lost any hope of even being vaguely competitive. It's probably going to be a really short video now. This is pretty disastrous. My hope is that people will drop out, but I'm definitely looking at the points. Okay, final lap. And then there's not much to comment on. I was at the back. I'm 90 seconds, more or less, behind the leader. And that's like a minute behind the car in front of me. There we go. Bambrini has won the race in the March. Bambrini, Ricard only second, Watson third, Evans fourth, Lauda fifth, Lucky sixth. There you go, Rodson Brisbane twice, Lombardy 9th, X, Mass, Hunt, Peterson, Pache, Fittipaldi, Delvo, Scheckter, me. So that's the run down the grid, that's where everyone's finishing. Yeah, Jody Scheckter's ahead of me and he's just crossed the line. So I am the last car running now. And I'm at the top of the track, so this was a very dull race, as is the French Grand Prix anyway. Yeah, this one again was on pace alone. I think more down to but I made a couple of mistakes to put me at the back, but more down to car setup. Yeah, I mean, I ran through the list of names, so I don't need to go through them again. You know where everyone was. Yeah, pretty awful, dull race. Next race is going to be Silverstone. It's going to be raining heavily, so hopefully that'll make it a bit more exciting for the next race. So, see ya.